Milo. Hi, baby. Every time I'm filming lately, we get a cat. So this is Milo. This is my heart cat, my good boy. Alright. Hi everyone. Okay, so I am going to be making a video. I haven't done one of these in a little while now, I feel like. But I've done a few of these now. And this is going to be a BB cream review. Which, if anyone's been following this channel for a little while, you know I love BB creams. I actually don't use regular foundations anymore. I prefer BB creams because of the effects that they have on my skin. And the one I have been favoring lately is this one right here. This is the Skin79 BB Super Plus Blush Balm. Original BB. Anti-wrinkle, whitening, UV protection, SPF 30, PA++. This is the, I think the second, I could be wrong, but this is the second Skin79 BB cream I think I have reviewed on this channel. I have also reviewed the hot pink one, which tends to be the most popular out of the Skin79 BB creams. But this one here, I decided to go for this because I noticed that the hot pink one was looking a little more gray on me. Excuse me. And so I really wanted to give this one a go. So I actually have been using this one for a little while now, so I can give a little more feedback as to, you know, how it actually wears long term and any effects I've actually seen it have on my skin. So we are going to do, per what I usually do, I'm going to do a demo where I put the BB cream on half of my face. And we see how everything looks, and I talk a little bit about what I'm noticing as far as changes go with the BB cream on versus with nothing. And then I'll finish applying it to the entirety of my face so we can get a good look at how it looks overall. But I do want to start by talking about my skin. So I do have some problematic skin. I've been working on it quite a bit, but I do have things like acne scars and occasional pimples. So if you look right here on my face, you're gonna see lots of scars from when I used to have very, very bad acne. Now I do not get like huge breakouts anymore. I get occasional like pimples in certain areas, like you can see by my lip right now. It's pretty common for me. Anywhere in this area, which I believe I've read is hormonal, I can actually feel one, yeah. Right here, this is a newish one. So there you go. You can see I have scarring on my face, hyperpigmentation. My skin's no longer dry, but it tends to be very dry. So I have changed my skincare routine, which I've actually shown my skincare routine on this channel. If you want to see it, it's all Korean skincare that I use now, and it works really well for me. But I've changed that skincare routine that I was using before that to what it is now, and it's dramatically helped to keep my skin less dry. I used to get a lot of patchiness. I have a lot of, it's hard to see, I can feel like you can kind of see it. I have red blotches all around here, my chin. I just get very blotchy and red. And in general, I'm also very, very pale. I'm very, very fair skinned, and it's hard to find foundations and things like that that usually work for me. BB creams can also be a little rough. I have to go pretty fair in the shades. So that's what we're working with now. So as far as what I look for in a BB cream, I look for at least a medium coverage. I don't mind if it's a little lighter as long as it's buildable where I need it to be buildable. But I don't look specifically for like super full coverage type things or anything that looks too cakey and heavy. I really don't like it. I'm not so much into the matte look anymore either. I do prefer a glow. Not like super ultra shiny, although, you know, it happens sometimes. But for me, I was somebody who used to love the matte look and just realized that I feel like it doesn't look as healthy. I like the natural glow. Like my skin right now, you can see it has a shine to it a bit, and I think it gives it a little more life. So yeah, so this is what I've been using. I am gonna go ahead and tell you a little bit about what it actually does. I kind of just read the front earlier, but it says anti-wrinkle and whitening, and the UV protection, which is very important for me. I live in Florida. I work outside all day, so I need UV protection. I still recommend wearing a good sunblock underneath anything like this, even though it does have it inside, but it's a really nice kind of just an extra thing to have there for protection. And if for some reason you forget your sunblock or you don't have any, it's nice to have something that has that protection in it. Anti-wrinkle, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a whole lot of wrinkles in general. Under my eyes a little bit, and I'm not sure what this specifically has done, because I do use skincare that's supposed to help me a little bit in that area as well. So it's hard to say, you know, which of the products I'm using, whether it's this or my skincare, is actually making those changes. Whitening, what that basically means is like evening out the skin tone, perhaps like fading scars and things like that. I have not noticed a huge difference as far as that goes. Honestly, I have a lot of scars. It's hard to say. Maybe there has been a change, but it's hard for me to tell. It's not like anything really dramatic. I know that another couple of things it was boasting about when I first opened the package, because the box said a little more than this does. This pretty much what you see right here is all there is, aside from what's on the back, and I cannot read it. It's Korean, so. But I know that they talk about it being very moisturizing, and I will say for sure it is. It is very moisturizing. It really helps me not dry out, especially in the winter time. I know we don't get like super crazy winters or anything here in Florida, but you know, I used to get dry like at the drop of a hat. The moment it would turn anything under like 50 degrees, or it got like extra windy outside when it was a little chillier, I would get dry patches like all over the place and around my nose. And this for sure was a really good product to kind of combat that throughout the day. I didn't end of my day feeling any more dried out, so it was really nice. Aside from that, it does say that it has coverage for blemishes, and while I do not think this is a super full coverage, I think it has a pretty decent coverage, and it is buildable. What I do notice throughout the day is that more so than say with the hot pink one, or even just some of my other BB creams that I use, this one does seem to kind of like wear away through. Ow. I always hit myself in the glasses. It does seem to wear away throughout the day, and I do notice like midway through one of my shifts that I'm starting to see more of my scarring show through the BB cream. So that might be different if you use something like a primer or a powder on top. But for me, when I'm testing these products out, I don't like to put a primer. I don't like to put a powder. I like to kind of let things be the way they are and see how they work as is. And so perhaps, yeah, if you use a powder or anything like that, it might stay a little bit longer or a little bit better for you. But for me, it's just not something I want to do. Like I said, I like the more dewy look, the glowy look. And so, but yeah, I mean, I still deal with it. It's fine. So anyways, now is the point where we're going to give this a go. I'm going to put this on half of my face, and we're going to see how this looks. So it's easier for me to show you this side. I'm going to do it on this side of my face here. I feel like that's normally what I do. It's been a little while, like I said. We're taking these glasses off so I can actually do this. Also, you do not, well, at least for me, I do not need more than a single pump of this. It's a pump at the top. This right here. Press it down, product comes out. And I have never needed more than the one pump. And I don't even use a full pump of this. Like, I always have excess. So I'm going to show you, hopefully, hold on. I'm trying to do this, but it's like really awkward. So I'm gonna put this on my hand. You literally just press this down and the product comes out, so. Hold on. So here's the product right here. And I'm trying to figure out how to do this while filming. It is not super liquidy. Like, my hand is tilted. I'm holding this phone right now. And it's not like, it's slowly kind of sliding down my hand, but it's not like completely falling off. So anyways, there we go. We're gonna boop. And I'm gonna do this without a mirror. Because I'm gonna see if I can do this. Just using my camera. Boop, 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 boop. And it does have a scent. If you're somebody who does not like scents in your foundations, your BB creams, in general, Skin79 is a brand you might not want to work with because it is a very strong perfumey smell. And each one smells a little different. I'm not gonna lie, I usually hate any products that have strong scents like that. But they've been bothering me a little less as long as the scent fades throughout the day, or, you know, not too much longer after I apply them. Because if I walk around just like smelling like a perfumey face all day, it's gonna be a problem for me. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to do this like 1/2. This is really hard to do without a mirror. I can't even see in this if I actually blended it out all the way. Alright, hold on. And it does apply pretty easily. I always use my hands, by the way, my fingers, to apply BB creams. I've washed my hands before getting this all prepped up. But that's how I originally had learned to apply it. Because I went to an Asian mart with people who were selling BB creams, and that's where I got my first one ever. It was the Misha Signature Real Complete BB cream was my first one I ever used, and I still love that BB cream. But that was where they told me that they traditionally applied this with their fingers. It's just something about like the warmth of your fingers or something, and the way, I don't know, it just helps you get it into your skin the way it's supposed to be. That's what they said to me back then. But Gigi's running around in the background like a crazy kitty. Alright, and just gonna make sure it's kind of blended. I mean, considering that I have no mirror right now, I feel like I can definitely see a difference already. Now, let me see. So, as is, we're gonna look at this just like me doing this as scrappily as possible. But, so you can see on the left side of my face how much more redness there is on the side of my face. You can see all my scarring and everything. Beautiful, right? Versus over here, so you can definitely see some scarring and some little bumps here and there, right? But the big thing I noticed, oh my gosh, my nose is a mess. The big thing I noticed is that it takes a lot of the redness out, and it's like a lot brighter. Now, as far as the match goes, it's hard to get that from from the camera. This area around my ears gets red so easily, and I keep touching it. Look at how red it is. So it's hard to judge that, but I think the match is pretty decent aside from how red it is over there. But for me, so you can see it's like a little bit glowy, right? It's not like ultra glossy shiny, but for me, that's kind of like a healthy glow. And once I put on like the rest of my makeup, my mascara, everything else, it looks pretty good. So I'm trying to see versus here. So yeah, it evened everything out a little bit, and it definitely took out a lot of that redness. It's very brightening. Usually I'll go over like with another dab of this, and I'll just kind of like spot it over the places that I can see those pimples and everything a little more, like that. And then usually I'll also put a little extra under my eyes too, to brighten them up. Turning towards the sun because I have my windows like right behind my phone. Right? So there you go. I feel like that's a pretty good kind of look at what this BB cream does. Versus this side here. So like I said, you can still see like some bumps and things like that in here. You can definitely see a little bit of scarring through it, but I'm not looking to look super flawless or anything like that. If you're looking for that type of thing, you know, I would probably stick with a regular foundation. There are a few like super high coverage BB creams out there, but I know regular foundations just tend to have that lasting power a little more, and more notoriously are meant to like be super ultra high coverage. But considering what I'm looking for, this for me is pretty good. So now I'm gonna put this on the second half of my face, and I will be right back. So now you can see that a lot of the redness is gone from my face. And yeah, so same as the other side, you can still see little bumps and things like that, and you can still see some of the scars and things poking through. But for me, it's fine. I'm not under the impression that anyone thinks that my skin is flawless under there. And it just works for me. It's a little more of a natural look, in my opinion. Like I said, I really like the glowy look of this. I just wish that it did last a little bit longer while I'm wearing it out at work. Like I said, it does kind of come off a little bit, and that's without me really like rubbing it or anything. It just seems to kind of, I don't know if it's the wind or what happened, but it does kind of just disappear in spots, or generally just seems to wear off with wear, right? Oh my goodness. And but this is what it looks like, and I'm very happy with it. It feels, you can feel it. I'm gonna be honest, it's one of the things I didn't pay attention to too much, but I don't like when BB creams feel super sticky and tacky after application. Now this one, I don't remember if that kind of goes away, but I can feel it right now. It's a little bit tacky, but I did just apply it. Like up here where it's a little less, I feel like, but I can still feel a little bit. Not as bad as, say, like I did is it Eliza Vecca? The Milky Piggy BB cream. That one stays really sticky and tacky throughout the day, and I learned that more and more as I kept using it. This one does not bother me quite as much. And as I mentioned before, if you are somebody who likes to top off with a powder, then feel free to do that, and then this won't even be an issue for you. But I am very happy with this. I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels, and yeah. You can buy this from Skin79 from Amazon, although I always tell anybody when you are buying from Amazon or any of those places, please read the reviews, do your research, be sure that the person or the vendor you are buying from is selling legitimate product, because a lot of people like to sell bootlegs of these Korean beauty products. It's just, ever since they've gone up in popularity, there are a lot of fakes out there. So make sure you do your research and have the genuine product that you are looking for. And always read reviews and make sure the reviews actually pertain to the product that you are looking at, because I've realized now that you can go under a product and read reviews, and the reviews have nothing to do with the actual product that you are looking at. They can be related to a completely different item that the vendor might sell. So yeah, just read up on everything and make sure people are getting the genuine product from the person or place that you are buying from. And aside from that, yeah, I am very, very happy with this BB cream. I'll be using this for a while. It's probably going to be Milo again. It's going to be between this one and the Nisha Signature Real Complete. I'll be bouncing between the two as far as what I'm using right now. It's still kind of going back and forth between being super hot and then chilly again. Milo! I don't know why he's trying to scratch at the door. He never does that over here. But anyways, yeah, it's still getting a little cold from time to time out here, and my skin still has more of a tendency to be dry in the temps like this. So I'll be sticking with these, and then in summer, maybe I'll be trying something out a little bit different. But anyways, that's that. I'm going to be reviewing a mascara pretty soon too that I tried out that was recommended by somebody I watch on YouTube. So you can keep an eye out here for that pretty soon as well. And if there are any other BB creams that you recommend I try, please let me know. Especially if they are for pale people like me. And if they help dry skin, those are the things I usually look for. But yeah, I'm always willing to look at new BB creams and review BB creams for everybody here. So let me know if there's something you want to see or have any questions about. And anyways, I will see you all again pretty soon. I hope everyone's staying healthy and happy and having a good, is it weekend yet? No, it's only Tuesday. We've got a lot of week left. I hope you're having a great week. I hope last weekend was great. And of course, I hope next weekend is great too. And I'll see you all again pretty soon.